All right, catch my breath. I just walked over here.
When you first put in the Sparky formation you used against Texas Tech, did you envision it being this big a part of the offense, or are you using it more just out of necessity?
Yeah, I probably didn't. I probably percentage-wise didn't envision it being what it is. But you know, things change throughout the year. Circumstances change and make you maybe do some things that you maybe not thought were going to be big parts of the offense. So, and then obviously we had some success with it early, so that makes you want to do it again, obviously. But yeah, I think it's probably a little more than we thought. But at the same time, you know, I think it's something that I've always wanted to have, and just needed the right guys to do it.
You know about approximately how many variations of it have you used so far?
You know, I don't really, to be honest with you. Yeah, I would say I'd say it's up there. You know, I think you have to keep it fresh and give it different looks, and I think that's really what we've tried to do. And then what looks make sense each week, depending on who we're playing and what we're seeing.
You didn't use it much at Southern Miss.
No, no. Yeah, back to the Auburn days. Yeah, Southern Miss was a little different. We had an older quarterback, a guy that's played a whole bunch. We didn't want to probably not get it out of his hands, you know, because we felt like he would always get us in the right play, you know, which is huge. People don't realize how much is on the quarterback of getting you in and out of the right plays and the way we do it. So that's important, and that's why a lot of times when you have an experienced guy, and the more these guys play, you'll see them next year and the year after, they'll be so much better because they've already seen it all. They're not going to get fooled, and I think that's an important part of the development.
Obviously injuries have caused you to go into your bag of tricks more often than you thought you would. But in your coaching career, are you somebody that tries all those trick plays in, you know, week 9, week 10,
yeah.
keep things fresh? Yeah,
no doubt. I've always done that. I mean, I just think it's the first thing, it's fun for the players. They like you practicing it, and it's obviously fun when you execute and hit one. But I think it's something that you have to do. You know, defenses are so much better these days on just defending your base stuff. I think you have to do things to keep them off balance, and also you need a shot in the arm sometimes. And you know, we've needed that some this year for a lot of reasons, and I think it's something that we'll always do.
Do you have your quarterbacks audible at the line of scrimmage ever?
Yeah, a lot actually. There's a lot of that goes on. It just depends on, you know, week to week what we're seeing, but there's a lot of responsibility on those guys for sure.
Dylan and
Yeah.
said that, or Demario said a few weeks ago that he's been calling a lot of protections from line of scrimmage.
Really? That's interesting.
That's what Demario told us.
Okay.
So I'm just curious if there's truth to that.
Uh,
And if so,
there's probably a little truth to it. I mean, the bottom line is we asked those running backs, especially when we had new quarterbacks playing, really with Dylan, because Brady's been around, to make sure, double check the quarterback, make sure, and he has fixed it a few times, which has been good. But I think Dylan's improved in that area, so that was probably early on when we first started playing him, and DeMario and Kalen and Nick, all three are sharp kids, and they can help in that regard.
And speaking of Dylan, how did he grade out after his first start?
Percentage-wise, probably not like you'd want to see, but I thought he did a lot of good things. He made a lot of good throws, there's a lot to take out of that game. The more experience he gets, the better he gets. I think he'd be the first to admit there were some critical mistakes that we don't want to make that he made, and that's part of the learning process.
I mean, I know you're going to want to treat him like a senior and not
Yeah.
have kid gloves, but
Sure.
at some point when you look at the film, you have to say, okay, he's a true freshman, and
Yeah.
that comes with the territory?
I think a little bit of it, though our expectations are pretty high on him, you know, and but I think, you know, the first time he played, I was probably a lot more conservative than I wanted to be. You know, when you first have a guy play and you're not sure, I think you do that naturally, and I think we're not in position to do that at all. We have to try to score, and if he makes mistakes, he does. Hopefully he won't repeat them, and that's the most important thing. All right, good. All right.